1986. So I guess I consider myself a long-term survivor because it's been more than 20 years. And I'm happy to say that I'm very compliant with the doctors and the medication, and I enjoy the quality of my life. And this doesn't have to be considered as a death sentence. When I first got my initial diagnosis, I thought, oh wow, I'm going to be dead in 2 weeks. But 2 weeks went by and I'm still here. So my point is for saying that is that for the newly people that experience this for the first time, you don't have to panic because there's always a hope. And right now we live in a very hopeful time because we have a new administration and things are going well for us, and there's just a general feeling of hope. And I want to say that that is one of the strongest things that you can have in combating and coping and dealing with your illness, is that you have to remain ever hopeful that there's going to be something better over the horizon. And I'd like to, say that I'm living testimony of that. And, well, like I said, when I first found out, I panicked. And telling people disclosure was a big issue for me. For example, I've been employed, I've been in the workforce since I was 15, and I'm now 56. So I've been working approximately 40 years or so. So I think I've put in enough time in workforce to be experienced enough to speak from authority and say, I feel that work is a very important thing. So after you transition, say, from not being in a traditional workforce and you go into, you say, what am I going to do with my life and my time? This is when you should take that time to devote to educating not only yourself, but by telling your story, you educate your community and you uplift not only yourself, but your community as well. Because when you tell your story from your heart and you use information and knowledge and you use your intelligence to express how you actually feel and how this is affecting you, how financial issues come into play, how dealing with daily stress, how maintaining your life, how making sure people perceive you not as some type of alien being because you have this illness, but you're still a human, you're still part of the human race. And that's another deep concern that I have, is that I also had a brother, my baby brother, as a matter of fact, who also passed away from the effects of the AIDS virus, and he died in 1986. No, it was 87, I'm sorry, but he died because at the time there was only AZT, which was the only drug available, and it was fairly newly diagnosed in the medical community, and doctors were baffled, and being African American, it seemed like the drug had a particularly adverse effect on him. And within a 2-week period that he entered into the hospital, we watched him slowly drift away, and he died. And it was so extreme for me and my family. My mother, who is, well, she's passed away now. She died at 90. She was in 2006. She was a very powerful woman, down to earth from Mississippi. Taught us with proverbs of how to look at life and look at things, both realistically and philosophically. My mom did a lot to make me the person that I am. Also my dad, of course. And I appreciated the fact that she took an interest in showing compassion when she learned about my condition, and she didn't alienate me, make me feel alienated, because this was something that happened to my brother. Once he told his friends, they all stopped coming around him, and he was virtually felt like he was alone, and it was a horrible thing, you know. And at his funeral, I said to myself, I'm going to fight this, because I found out that I had it right when he was actually being buried. I discovered I had it, and the person that was my lover at the time also had it, who has now passed away. And I've seen not only my lover pass away, but several of my very, very close friends. And there was a time when I felt that everybody was leaving, and I was so young, and I didn't expect that to happen. During that period of my life, most times you lose people that are up in age, and you say, well, they've led a good life, they've had their chance to do things and develop, you know, their talents or give something to the world or do something. He was only 29 years old. He was younger than Jesus. I mean, Jesus was crucified at 33. My brother he was gone, and it happened so suddenly. And now that I talk about it, and I don't mean to ramble on about it, but now talking about it, I realize how deeply now it has affected me for being, for wanting to change. Not only because I have this illness, but the fact that I have the experience seeing a member of my family go through it. I'm grateful that I live in this time where I can use my life experiences to say that I'm one in a million, but I'm not the only one in a million. I'm hoping that if we keep telling our stories and educating our communities and giving each other support, we can hopefully defeat